Hello folks, and welcome to a video that's a little different from what you're used to seeing on this channel. Recently, I've been uploading a game of chess every single day, doing a rapid road to 2000 Elo, which means that until I hit 2000, and who knows how long that'll be, I'll be uploading daily. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. But today, I decided to fast track the process a little bit and get a little sneak peek at what it would be like if I were 2000 right now. And how did I do that, you might ask? Well, a friend of mine and a fellow content creator who actually inspired me to do the Road to 2000 Elo series, Apex Chess, has hit 2000 Elo earlier this year, just about a month ago. And he reached out to me and said, hey, what would it be like if we played a game or two of chess? So, we decided to find out, recorded the video, and for your viewing pleasure, check out how the games went. Okay, so first game, we're playing with the white pieces, and we're gonna play e4.
He plays e4, so of course we're gonna play the Karo Khan, and let's see what he has for the Karo Khan here.
Against the Karo Khan, I personally like to play an exchange variation going into the Panov. So we're gonna play d4. We're gonna take, and we're gonna play after c takes d5. We're gonna play c4, and the idea here is to get them out of the standard Karo Khani ideas and get him into a game where it's open and I don't have to play much with theory. Instead, I'm going to play more for concrete ideas that I can discover based on the actual flow of the game. I'm playing this bishop g5 move to attack this knight and try to win this pawn. I think it makes sense. I don't see any downside to it immediately. He can't really pressure my knight on c3 right now because the bishop cannot go to b4. So that's my idea right now, is taking. If takes back, then this is just a free pawn.
Ooh, bishop there. Very interesting. So typically I'll put the bishop out here. I don't really want to allow this. Very interesting play. Very interesting play. So I could go here, which locks in the bishop, which is not the biggest deal, but also I don't really entirely love that. I could take and then have him play this. And then go here. That is an option. But can he push? Probably. So, yeah, I don't entirely love this. Could go here, but then takes. I feel like this I feel like there has to be something wrong with this. We probably have to play this. I'm also probably thinking too much about it. Could play this, which would be an interesting move. But I could also just take, which allows him to develop. But then we can kick him away. So I think I'm going to take.
Okay, so he's choosing to take the pawn. He's choosing to take the pawn, and that makes sense. Doesn't want to play this e6 move and pin the knight to the queen. So we're going to take back. That's the whole idea of the Panov.
Okay, he goes there, and now the plan was to do this.
And after b5, very aggressive play. Now I got to choose whether I want to go to bishop b3 and target this king, or whether I want to go back to e2 and play a little bit more passively. I feel like the aggressor in this position, though. Looking at my pieces and looking at my development, I like my development. I don't want to undevelop. So, instead what I can do, and actually now I'm thinking maybe even bishop d5 here, like after takes, obviously. Maybe even bishop d5. Bishop d5 kind of forces this move, which doesn't look fantastic. And then maybe even queen b3. Some interesting ideas here. I don't know exactly if this is the best option. Something just simple like this might be better. But you know what? You don't get points for not trying. We're going to hop into it, and maybe this is a difference. Maybe this is a difference already between what a 1700 plays like and a 2000 plays like. Maybe somebody who's higher rated doesn't take this risk at all.
He just takes. So what if I take the bishop? No, I can just probably take this. We get like a Tartakower kind of style setup. But if I go here and he plays queen here, how do we protect the rook? We have to go here? Okay, I'm going to take like this.
So we're going to go with the idea here. We're going to go bishop d5. We're going to go queen b3. And, you know, I like this. I like this for me. I like this for me so far. It looks pretty good. We got easy development of the rook as well.
So this is protected. We don't really have to worry about that. This is tricky. I could go here, but then he takes the pawn. And he's getting ready to castle. This is an interesting opening. For sure. I guess I could go here, but it's not even threatening anything. Right here, they can take. Maybe I just go here. No, I can't even go there. I could play this and kick the knight. Where does the knight go? Here, trying to get this. I don't know, man. Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to attack this, and we're threatening to play b4.
Let me think. Hold on. Okay, so I'm thinking I should go for, even though this is not safe, I think the activity of the rook's important. Because let's say I castle long, b4 happens, trying to kick out the defense of the bishop by my queen. By my knight, sorry. But then I can go rook e1 check. And the king has pretty much no squares. When the bishop blocks, I have this check that gets my bishop out of the way. So let's do this. Let's do this. I like this.
Yeah. So I kind of overlooked this move. I guess check, we can always go here. Like if I play bishop here, check here, takes. Alright, we definitely screwed this one up. Like without a doubt. If I go here, check here, check here. I mean, the knight's hanging. It's just such a wild position. I don't really want to go for that. I could play this. I could just admit my mistake. I don't want to do that, though. Yeah, here and check is just not good. What about this? Knight takes. No. Takes, knight takes. What about here? It's pinned to this. Does he have any checks using the knight? Oh, he would be threatening this square, so takes here, here, check, here, and then he's gonna take. Yeah. Might have to go here and here. This is not good. This is like really bad, actually.
Okay. I did not anticipate this move, but it looks like a solid move. This allows, after rook e1 check, for the king to slide onto f8. Seems like a good move. It does still remove castling rights, though, which I like. I like that it removes castling rights. So I'm probably still going to play rook e1 check. Maybe we can even double up the rooks. I'm trying to think, do I have a better move here? Bishop takes, rook check doesn't work. I would love to play bishop c6, but this knight is really annoying. The good thing, though, is that right now, as it stands, this knight cannot move. So that's always nice. Do I just bring my knight out first, or do I develop my rook? Do I go rook d1 to e1? The annoying thing about developing my knight out is that he castles and gets his king to safety faster, and that helps his rook get in the game. So instead, I'm going to check.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he play that, right? Now we gotta go here.
I'm just going to check, and we'll get our rook on the e-file and his king not safe. I assume that he likes the fact that my knight is pinned right now, and that this is big a threat. So I'm just going to go king b1 now.
Yeah, he gets off of the checking zone, which makes sense. I still think pushing's not bad. But I could also just force some trades here. Takes, takes. I don't think I ever really want to do that right now. I think let's trade this. Let's trade this bishop. This diagonal's too strong.
He's trying to relieve some tension. Probably a good idea. Do I care? Is the question. Do I trade? If I trade, rook takes. So the option is either taking now, or having him take, or if I don't take, let's say I just play knight f3, which is what I'm tempted to do if I'm being honest. Knight f3, I have to calculate b4. b4. But then I can just play here. There's no way to get the bishop out with tempo. Oh, wait, is there? Okay, I'm taking a little bit too long. I think this is fine. I could just trade, but I feel like that loses me some of the advantage I have. I think I'm currently better. So let's just bring the knight out. Defend the pawn on d4. It's a weak pawn. It's an isolated queen's pawn.
Okay, he decides to develop instead. I don't know if that's a great idea, though. Can't I just go here and then move this? Or wait, now we go here? Takes. We can take. Then he just goes back. We can take again. I feel like we should be able to just open up his king here. Yeah, we're just going to push.
So I thought I'd have to calculate this. It does look like I have to calculate this. Where do I want my knight? I think my knight on e4 is not a bad idea. I think having a knight on e4 is not a bad idea. I could try taking first, but then takes, and then I have to lose a bishop. So let's just move the knight out of the way.
Yeah, we take here. If the queen takes this, then we just have discoveries. Where do I want to go with the bishop, though, is the question. Okay, I can take this pawn. I don't know if I really want to open up that, though. Not really so sure where I want to go. We could go here. Try to defend the king a little bit. Here, is there like moves like this? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go here.
Instead, he's going to f4. Does not let me have this check. Okay. Do I go c5 check, which helps him play a better? Actually, he can't play the better move because then I have to play. I can take with the knight. So we'll go with this and we'll take the pawn. We'll take the pawn.
Yeah, he goes check. I wonder if I'm happy to trade. No, then he has this. Let's go here. Ooh, I don't know if he really wants to take that pawn. That's a scary pawn to be taken. Not gonna lie. I want to develop the knight. Let's develop the knight. We're threatening this. Takes. Can I take here? Do we have anything good? No, because then he's attacking this. Can I go here? He's playing really well. He wants this pawn. Not really afraid of that. I'm gonna go here and try to put the king here. Connect the rooks. I don't think he should take pawns in front of his king. He's just giving me open files.
Can I not just add defense to this pawn and not drop it now? I think I can. I think I can. Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, we both missed the hanging piece. Did we? I think we did. Time pressure. Time pressure gets crazy. We literally both missed the hanging piece.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hung my knights. It's not good.
As long as I don't blunder anything, I am chilling. If he goes, well, he can't go rook here. There are mate threats this way. Let's just keep everything defended.
That's funny. He actually had a nice tactic there. He could have sacked the queen. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I'm pinned? Oh my gosh. Guys. This is not good. Okay, we gotta create counterplay.
And, you know, maybe we should probably protect this pawn a little bit. Ooh, let's just go knight a4 and then b3. And then b3. I don't even have to go b3 just yet. I can just try to trade rooks. Now b3. Oh no! Whoopsies. Oh my god. I hung this knight. I hung this knight. There was a okay. Let's bring the king in. I hung this knight because this pawn was pinned, and I completely missed it. I'm playing a little silly here. Time is getting to me. The pressure is getting to me. Okay, we're just gonna play something a little casual. We're gonna let the rook come in here. There's no real threat. Let's go this way. My plan is to go knight b4 and just close in this bishop. And then I'll probably be able to reroute my other knight to capture the bishop too. Okay, this is a good target here because I realize it forks both rooks. Can I get a knight there somehow? Not just yet. Perhaps a move like this, attacking this pawn, would be good. Okay, he's going for a move here. Stop it. We'll go back down. We are letting him get some counterplay, though, taking these pawns, which is not great. But now there's no more of that.
Okay, we're threatening the knight. Alright, GG. Oh my gosh.
Time pressure's hard, and there are no increments in this game. GG's. It'll be interesting to see what exactly happened.
Good game, bro. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, man. Yeah, dude, that was... I wasn't sure about the opening. Um,
No, you caught me off guard there. You played really well.
yeah, thanks. Like it's not a line I've ever played before, and like I thought the queen move was really strong. And I wasn't sure how you'd deal with it, but you wanna hop into analysis?
Yeah, we'll go. I'll send it over to the classroom. Just one sec.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, I can't believe I hung my knight like that.
Yeah, dude, I missed it too. I don't know if you noticed, but I missed it the first time, and then I was like, "Oh wow, I didn't take a free night." And then you missed it again, and I was like, "Oh okay, I'm taking the free night."
Yeah.
It happens. It happens literally to everybody.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
No, but this is what I tell people, man, all the time. I'm like, just because people are 1900 does not mean that they don't make mistakes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
I think we talked about this too. I think what changes is consistency, right? But it doesn't
yeah,
mean that you're immune to them.
exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, you always play the Panov?
Against the Carl Khan, yes. I
Oh, okay.
started playing it like recently. Because I started playing over the board tournaments recently, so I wanted to prep for like
Gotcha,
the most
gotcha.
common openings that I play.
Yeah.
Against at least, and the Carl Khan is one of them. So when picking out something against the Carl Khan, I didn't want to go into, you know, too heavy theoretical stuff. The
Yeah.
Panov just makes a lot of sense to me. You kind of just open up the center. You take away a lot of the ideas of Carl Khan players with
Yeah.
the
Well, let me
tension.
tell you one thing.
Yeah.
As a Khan player, like I've played the Khan since I started playing chess.
Okay.
The one opening that really annoys me the most is the Panov.
Oh, really? I got
Yeah.
lucky, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good choice against it.
I think it makes sense intuitively though, because you take away a lot of the core ideas as to why the Carl Khan's a good opening, because the Carl Khan typically is played to keep some tension in the board and keep tactical ideas available. By playing the
Yeah.
Panov, you just open up the position. It is not like great for white, but it's at least okay and
Well, it
usually
creates a lot
good.
of chances.
Yeah, exactly. You have an open board and you have the initiative, so
And
it's
the
nice.
the other thing too is like it's not the most common. So
Exactly.
people aren't used to playing against it. Like when I saw, do you play this a lot? Like Bishop G5?
So I don't know too much theory, but this seems intuitive to me because it threatens to win the pawn on d5, right?
Yeah. See, this really stumped me because I was not really so sure what to do here.
Yeah, in my head I was like probably either e6 or even though it looks silly, bishop c6 kind of makes sense to me because you are threatening to take the bishop e6, sorry, kind of
Bishop
makes sense to
E6.
me. I don't like it. It looks ugly because it blocks in the pawn on e7, but I was
Yeah.
thinking you can play it and then threaten to take the pawn on c4. So it's like a way of trying to get them to take on d5. But what you
This is
did
how,
also made sense.
yeah, well, this is how my lines usually go. People usually take, and then we have something like this, and I do play bishop here.
Okay, gotcha. You do play bishop e6. Yeah.
And then the idea behind this is that I'm gonna play g6, and then I'm gonna play bishop g7 and go after the weakness.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
But you didn't trade, right? So it threw
Yeah.
me threw
I
me
don't
out of here.
I like so it's funny because I like the Panov, but I also like early development, right?
Yeah.
So the Panov just makes sense to me because you also don't allow your opponent to get development in exchange. It's just a way of just trading off the center pawns and
Yeah.
then bringing out your bishop essentially. If they do take, but if they don't, then you just play normally. You put the pawns, the knights on c3, put the knight on f3. Usually castle kingside. Here I castle queenside because the stuff I saw in
Well,
the game. But
yeah, well, you had rook e1, and after it was, I think in this position, after I played rook here, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Can he castle?
yeah, could
And
I?
that's what you
Okay,
did.
apparently it's slightly
But
worse.
apparently I have to play bishop d6, which I did.
Right.
And then king f1. This is literally, well, king f8, sorry.
Yes.
This is top computer line, and apparently black is better.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like I thought I was doing really well here.
Yeah, me
I
too. You're
could not
putting
have
on the
imagined
pressure.
black is better because I was like, okay, they have no castling rights. My pieces look solid.
Yeah.
I'm able to, get my rooks into the game very soon by just moving my knight in.
King
So
d1 was a good move too. Just
yeah, that
get him
that
out of
that
there.
I saw. Yeah, that I saw the thread on the bishop on d5, and I was like, okay.
Well,
I
what I
also
was thinking was I was gonna play b4 to try and dislodge the defender, and then go for the check.
Yes, exactly. So like essentially, the threat was like b4, bishop f4 check, and then you win the bishop on d5.
Yeah,
And the other threat was just rook c7 and then b4 too. It's also
yeah.
an idea.
It's a weird position.
It is. It is definitely not something I'm used to.
No. Yeah, so in this position, I was thinking about playing g6 and trying to get the king up, but I was like, I don't know, I kind of want to get rid of this bishop, right? So that's why I went here, because I thought that it was going to force the trade.
Right.
Because I was like, well, you gotta kind of take, right? But no, you found a good move here.
Yeah, I was like,
So,
I was thinking about this and like, do I have to take? Apparently, taking is the best option,
yeah,
which
bishop takes c7. I
interesting.
don't know. This does not. I don't know.
To me, I was
It's kind
just
of a
like, if I don't have to take, then I can get both rooks into the game pretty quickly. So I
yeah.
tried to see, is there an immediate threat if I don't take? I didn't see anything. I thought I could cover all my bases, so I just decided to bring out a knight.
Yeah, you bring out the knight, and apparently I just played knight c6, which
I would
now
not
that
have seen that.
this looks really good actually.
It does. It does. I
Like I
did not
tempo the
notice it.
queen. Like let's say that. What would you play here?
I probably wouldn't play bishop takes knight. I'll tell you that.
No, you probably
This
shouldn't.
probably no. It's the
Well,
best move, apparently.
it says it is, but that's because it sees this threat.
Exactly. Like what I'm saying is I probably wouldn't have seen the threat. This would have stumped me. I probably would have just gone with my normal idea of just rook e2 maybe or
All right, rook e2,
for example.
and then now it says be patient, but I probably would have done this. Queen
Okay.
c2,
Queen c2 for
and
sure.
then the knight arrives or not. I mean, if you take that, I was thinking that this would be good.
Yeah, but
Rook,
like in a position like this, I probably wouldn't take. I would just not do anything, right? Like the knight's
no.
not really making any actual threat here. It's a good
Yeah,
square for the knight, but I can always just kick it out with like b3 if I ever want to.
that's true. But it does, well, not right now.
Not right now. Oh, yeah. True. But you know what I mean? Like it's not really
Yeah.
making any serious, you know,
No, that's an interesting
attack.
idea though. I definitely missed that.
Yeah, I didn't consider it at all too.
And then what did I end up playing here? I played yeah. I went b4. And then knight here, and I realized I was like, oh my gosh.
Right.
What am I doing? Bishop takes, queen comes in, and I was debating on taking this pawn and being up a pawn, but then I'm like, do I really want to open up this file?
Yeah, well, I also had a queen c5 check.
Oh yeah. I missed that check too.
Yeah, so I
I
was
missed a lot
like,
of stuff
there's
in
no
this game.
real big threat. The only move I was seriously considering for you was bishop e7. Maybe I missed something else.
Oh, would you have a check here? Takes and then no, that's not a move.
No, because the king can just take.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
yeah, when you played this, I took back, and then I thought you'd have to play bishop e7. I didn't see anything else. Apparently, computer just wants you to play g6.
yeah.
That's so silly to me.
That's just a free knight.
I don't.
See, I'm not seeing anything. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It just
like
wants to get the king to safety.
I didn't consider a pawn push here like at all. I just thought, okay, you have to move your bishop, you have to attack my queen, but you can't do it with any initiative. It's still the best move. He's probably gonna play bishop e7. That was my mindset.
Yeah, bishop e7. I just felt like this was too passive.
I agree. That's why I
But
liked this for me.
but after moving the bishop, I was like, oh, check.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then my king's very ugly.
Yes, that's true too. And that's why I played rook e1, even though it wasn't apparently the best move early on. I thought it was really good because your king
Yeah.
is not safe.
I mean, I didn't really think taking these pawns were going to be that great because I was like, he's opening up files in front of his king. Could be counterplay, but I mean, cash in while you have the chance, right?
Yeah, like I saw knight c6, but I was like, is that gonna really bother me? And I didn't think so.
Yeah.
And yeah, here I guess we both just missed my queens looking at the knight after this.
Yeah, this is. I finally was like, all right, I need to get my king safe, but oh no.
But I didn't even notice, right? Yeah.
Nope.
That's
And
so
then I
funny.
just play king here.
Yeah, that was
This is
funny.
this is pretty pathetic by me, honestly.
I mean, like literally both of us missed it. I feel like that happens.
Oh yeah, it definitely happens. And then here I just kind of was like, all right, I just gotta move fast. I was down
Yeah.
on the clock, and then here I gave this check and didn't realize that I was pinning myself. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, definitely. We're just gonna trade off the queens, and we're just gonna make sure we don't blunder anything. I did blunder a knight though, and he didn't take it after. I don't know if you
Right?
noticed. Right. Hold on. Here, right there. Before. You could have taken the knight on a4. Before. Yeah,
Right
right here.
here. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
I
gosh.
completely
It's
missed
so
that. I
lucky for
played
you
it, and I
that.
was like, oh man, I blundered a knight, and then you didn't take it. I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but time pressure, dude. I think you had like a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I was just like, all right, let's just try to get in. And I mean, you just did a good job of not letting me in.
Yeah. And then I was looking for the night fork the whole time. It wasn't
Yeah.
available for a while, and then it became available, and I got it right as soon as it did.
Yeah, it was right here. No, it was a good game by you.
Although here
I
you
could
can
have,
actually take the knight. I just
yeah, I
realized.
could have took, but
But I
it's
mean,
just, it's, you don't want
yeah,
to be trading here.
for sure, for sure.
But I was hoping that you might just blunder the night in general, but
Yeah, I mean, I
you,
did.
you did that the first
I
time. You're
quite
like, not
literally
doing it again.
did. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh boy. No, good game. All right, you want to
Good.
hop into a second?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the game and the subsequent analysis. I definitely enjoyed playing it, and it was a nice little surprise that I, a 1700 rated player, was able to beat a 2000. I think statistically speaking, that happens 1 out of every 10 times around, about 8 or 9% of the time. But maybe it was just my lucky day, or maybe I'm a little underrated. I guess if you tune in to my daily Road to 2000 Elo videos, you'll get to find out how quickly I progress. And with that being said, there is a second game that I played against Apex. It is on his channel, so be sure to go check it out. I'll put the link right here for you guys to see. If you enjoyed this video and want to see me do more of these, let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you have any other ideas for videos that I can do. The Road to 2000 Elo series keeps me pretty busy on a daily basis, but I would love to try my best to find some time to make other videos to keep things fresh and to try out different ideas. So let me know if you have any of yours that you'd like to share in the comments. And with that being said, take care of yourselves, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you hopefully in tomorrow's daily Road to 2000 game. Bye bye.